Good morning, guys. So on Friday, you guys filled in this portion of your personal narrative graphic organizer. You filled in the who, which are the people in your story, the what happened, the when did it happen, where, your setting, or the place where your story happened, and then how you felt, because in personal narratives, we have to include feeling words, okay? So this portion of your graphic organizer should be completed. Now, today, we are going to move down and complete the second part of the personal narrative graphic organizer. We are going to do the beginning, middle, and end, because in a personal narrative, you have a beginning, a middle, and an end, okay, in your story. Now, these don't need to be complete sentences, because a lot of the time when we're using a graphic organizer, we just jot down some notes. Sometimes it can be a phrase or a few words to help us remember what we're going to say. And then when we actually start writing the story, we'll put it into a complete sentence, okay? So I'm going to think about my story. Now, I chose to write about my plane ride from Ohio to Texas when I moved here in July of 2017. So I'm going to start jotting down some ideas of things that happen in the beginning, the middle, and the end. So in the beginning, my sister drove me and my girls to the airport. What else? We went through security. It was crowded. It was, or Victoria, Essence, and Aubrey's first time flying. What else? And I think that's all for the beginning. Okay. Yes. So in the middle, we went and got on the airplane, so that the middle would cover basically our plane ride, us being on the airplane. So it was a loud takeoff. Victoria and Essence were scared. Aubrey slept. We all chewed gum to keep our ears from popping. And we sat next to a nice family who talked to us. Oh, and we all took a short nap. And I'm going to say that our plane ride was less than 3 hours. We had a direct flight. So on the plane, less than 3 hours. Okay, now when you're writing your story, you may choose not to use all of the things in your graphic organizer, or you may choose to use all of them. It's totally up to you. You're also going to have to order the information you placed inside of each section as you write your story, but we'll worry about that later. Remember, when we're using a graphic organizer, we're still in the pre-writing process or stage of the writing process, and so we're just trying to get all of our ideas out on paper. And then in the end of my story, we got off the plane and had to wait for the airport staff to get Aubrey's car seat and stroller because I don't know if you guys have ever been on a plane with a small baby or seen a small baby on a plane, but Aubrey was a small baby, and so she actually got to sit on my lap the entire plane ride, and she didn't need her car seat until we got off of the plane. So we got off the plane and had to wait for the airport staff to get Aubrey's car seat and stroller. We collected our luggage from the luggage claim, and then my husband picked us up and we went to eat. Okay, so now that I'm looking at my beginning, middle, and end, I'm realizing that I forgot to put my feeling words in here. So I'm going to go back to the beginning and I'm going to talk about the way that I felt. So in the beginning, I'm just going to jot some notes. I was sad because I was leaving my family and anxious about riding on or about getting to the plane on time with 3 small children by myself. Okay, and then in the middle, I was excited about moving to Texas and nervous about how Aubrey would behave on the airplane. I hoped she wouldn't cry the whole time. And then let's see. And then I'm going to put, I felt very excited about my family's new journey here in Texas. And I loved the weather. Okay, so that's what you're going to do today, guys. You should already have the top filled out. You're going to fill in the beginning, middle, and end of your graphic organizer and talk about what happened in those sections and talk about how you felt. And then on Monday, we will use this. I'm sorry, this is Monday. On Wednesday, we will use this information to start our personal narrative stories. And we'll actually start a story like you would in class with pictures and with your words. So go ahead and finish your graphic organizer, guys, and I hope you have fun doing this. I will see you guys on Wednesday.